Down syndrome man killed at care home over candy bar. The family of a man with Down syndrome who died after a fight over Halloween candy have filed a lawsuit against the owners of the home where he received the injuries which led to his death. Herbert Herbie Rohloff, 53, who was born with Down syndrome, died last November after getting into a fight with another resident at a Chicago-based group care facility. His brother, Michael Rohloff, says the altercation broke out over Halloween candy, according to the Chicago Tribune. Herbie's family have said they do not believe the resident responsible for his injuries should be prosecuted but have now filed legal action against Lutheran Social Services of Illinois, the firm that run the home. Investigators with the Chicago Police Department classified the incident as a homicide case by exception, meaning the identity of the perpetrator was known yet law enforcement would not be pursuing charges. That's because the mental capacity of the person who committed the killing is severely diminished, Department spokesman Anthony Guglielmi said. On November 1, 2017, Herbie was taken to the Presence St. Francis Hospital in Evanston with 4 broken ribs, a black eye, and multiple injuries to his head and spine. A fight had broken out over a candy bar in celebration of Halloween. He got punched in the face, he fell to the ground and was stomped repeatedly, Rohloff told the Tribune. The doctors think he was stomped until the person got tired of stomping him. According to Rohloff, it would be a full 24 hours before staff members decided to take Herbie to the hospital. The family is still grappling with the question of who should be held accountable for Herbie's death, taking into account the unique circumstances of the case. Earlier this month, Rohloff, along with his wife Maria Rohloff, filed a wrongful death lawsuit against Lutheran Social Services of Illinois, the institution that runs the home where Herbie spent most of his life. "You know, I don't think it serves a purpose for the person of interest to be put in jail because he will not understand," Maria told the Tribune. "But he needs to be put where he can't hurt anyone else." The case illustrates a problem law enforcement encounters when dealing with a suspect with mental disabilities, namely, how to punish individuals who do not have the capacity to understand their actions or distinguish from right from wrong. Every criminal offense, or virtually every criminal offense, required a mental state in order to prove the element, said Hugh Mundy, an associate professor at the John Marshall Law School. It's not just the act itself. The legal community has struggled for decades on the question of how to mete out justice in such cases. There is precedent for prosecuting individuals with severe mental disabilities of serious crimes, especially involving violence. But lawmakers are now examining different options and how the judicial system treats people with mental disabilities in order to carve out a find a middle road that provides alternatives to traditional criminal punishment. Amy Newell, a top official at the ARC, an advocacy organization for people with disabilities, is calling for personal punishment plans for individuals with limited mental capacity, asking judges specific diagnoses and recommendations into consideration when handing out sentences. "It's not about pointing fingers, shaming people or any of that," Newell said. "It's about having an open conversation and really doing what's best and safest for everyone."